Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. The Israelites have been scattered across the four corners of the earth, as prophesied in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Here at Israel United in Christ, we need your help to recover the remnant of our people, teach them the gospel. Please help us, support us, and join or donate to the Booster Club today. Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, this is Cuts from the Street, IUIC DC. This is Officer Ariel. I'm here with
Richard Campbell.
And
Dorothy Campbell.
Okay. You see, we got a married couple here, all praises. So look, I got a few questions for both of y'all, okay? Well, I'm gonna ask both. I'm gonna ask you first and I'm gonna ask you, okay, sis? All right, so can sex before marriage make a relationship healthier?
Well, it all depends. If two people are really serious about the relationship, yes. But if it's a thing where they're just doing it just for the heck of it, then no, it's not good.
Okay, same question. Can sex before marriage make a relationship healthier?
Make it healthy? Yeah, like what he said. It depends on the people and how they're raised too. Because sometimes your foundation will help you with that marriage, even if you've started having sex before marriage. So I think they need education along with that too.
All right, Shalom, Most High Christ bless. This is IUIC Cuts from the Streets, DC. We're at Congress Heights Day. I'm here with Sis Muhammad and I'm here with Sis Patterson. Okay, so today we're asking questions about sex before marriage, okay? So I'm gonna ask both of y'all the same questions. Y'all be as honest as possible. First question, I'm gonna start with you, Miss Muhammad. Can sex before marriage make a relationship healthier as it grows?
Well, I'm 65 years old and I would say no, it wouldn't. Honestly, no, it would not. That's the way I was raised. You have to have a husband to basically have sex or to have a baby. You should be married.
We out here, Cuts from the Street. Officer Benjamin, I have here with me
JR.
JR. All right, JR, what brings you out here today?
I'm here for the Congress Heights Parade and the Art All Night event for the night, yeah.
Okay. So the topic right now, we doing a topic on sex before marriage. I want to ask you a few questions. Do you feel that sex before marriage can make a relationship healthier?
In my truthful experience, I feel like it can, but I see the cons of it as well. But I can see how it can help because it's kind of like a car. You don't want to just get the car and then you buy it, and as soon as you take it off the lot, it's messed up. So you gonna test drive it first. Same way you test drive a relationship. That's why people have girlfriend and boyfriends before they have husbands or wives.
Can sex before marriage make a healthy relationship? Yes or no?
Yes, absolutely.
How so?
I know that, like, biblically or religiously, it's not the best thing to do. But I do think that having sex in general just brings you closer to a person, helps you to get to know a person. Also, what's not traditional or could be frowned upon by my elders is living with someone before marriage. But I also think that that's important to a healthy marriage because you really want to know who you're spending the rest of your life with and what you have to look forward to.
Brother Mario, same question. Can sex before marriage make a healthy relationship?
Oh, absolutely. You got to know what you're getting into. Definitely got to know what you're getting into before you go and take that deep dive and say, I want to make this commitment with her and continue on. And you got to have it, man. You got to see what you're going
to. Okay.
Does sex before marriage make a healthier relationship?
It all depends. If you're starting off, I believe, on sex before, let me rephrase that. If you start off pretty much, say you're saving yourself before marriage, as far as your religion, then that's fine. Other than that, for anyone else, the way these youngins are going these days, it's a lot of sex before marriage. So that kind of is played out. You know, it's very, very old. It's not traditional anymore. Not many people follow that rule, you know, as far as that, for the way things are nowadays, especially the way TV and media portray it all.
How about you, sis?
It depends who you're talking to be honest. Like, if you're talking to somebody that's celibate, I would suggest that they find somebody that's celibate also. Don't find somebody that's already active, because that's going to be uneven and awkward, I would say. And y'all probably might not be together unless you change that other person's sexual, you know, I don't know what to say, sexual crave.
Preference?
Yeah, preference.
I'm going to ask you this. Now, what would you say is the difference between a boyfriend and girlfriend, friends with benefits, and a husband and wife? If you can break those three down.
Boyfriend and girlfriend is something like, I guess, what you would go through with during school. You know, something you want to try out, find out if that's the path you want to go down, as far as the relationship-wise. Boy and girl, girl and girl, boy and boy, it's up to you. You know, I'm not judging. You know, I'm not judging. But as far as the merge, that was the next question, correct? I mean, I feel that it's very important to have a marriage. You know, every man and woman should have a family, you know, building on that level. So sex should be within. I'm not real political, bro. It's like whatever makes you happy, that's how I am. You know, if you happy to have sex before then, cool.
What about the friends with benefits?
Friends with benefits, man, there's no such thing as that, man. You know, you can get a lot of people in trouble with that. You know, truth be told.
So when you say it could get you in trouble, what are some of the outcomes of a so-called friends with benefits relationship? What are some of the outcomes that happen with that?
Well, some people might take it a little serious than the other. Both of you guys might not be on that same page, and when sex comes into play, a lot of feelings get involved that's not revealed. So with that being said, when someone, what I experienced is that when someone, a male and a female, actually intertwine with each other, and they have another person that actually they was doing things with as well, and they see that, it's like envy. You know, they get envious. So it can be very bad.
Okay. We got friends with benefits, boyfriend and girlfriend, and marriage. What would you say are the difference between the three?
We've been through all three, so. The friends with benefits is a trust thing. You know, we trust that we still be friends, and also we trust each other as far as what we're doing outside the relationship. So that kind of helped us. Second one was the couple thing. That was a good, interesting transition for us. So, you know, long as you guys are, what's the word, monogamous? Is that the word, monogamy? So as long as you're monogamous, you know, keep the trust. Trust is the main key to anything, and communication.
You gotta have an understanding. When you do a friends with benefit thing, you have to make it clear that this is just what it is. We're not together. So if you see me down the street with somebody, don't be like, I'm cheating on you because we're not together. That's what friends with benefits is. It's a simple, have a couple drinks, may go out to eat, bang, bang, you know. Don't get your feelings caught up. We definitely went through that a couple times. And when you're in a relationship, what we learn as a married couple is when you decide to go for friend and benefits to a relationship, you can't bring up the things that y'all did when y'all was friends and benefits, because now we're opening up a whole new chapter. So I can curse. All that doesn't matter anymore, because that's when we was friends. And this now that we're together, you need to have an understanding that there's no more other people on the side. And then when you get married, that's the complicated part of going through the whole transition, because women are going to be women. We are emotional. And men are sometimes. So, I mean, that's how we are.
All right, I'm Officer Yoga 9, and we out here with, what's your name, sir?
Lonnie.
Angie.
Okay, so we got Lonnie and Angie out here, and the topic today is sex before marriage. Okay, so I got to ask, are you guys married today?
Nah, we not.
Okay. So the first question is, can y'all explain the difference between boyfriend and girlfriend, friends with benefits, and marriage?
Okay, to me, boyfriend and girlfriend is like what our parents said, that some type of love, puppy love, you hear me? that a relationship with friends, I mean, benefit with friends, we have sex with nothing else, which is basically sex. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know what? Basically, it's all about sex with that relationship with friends. And marriage is something that's forever. I mean, marriage is, to me, I'm sorry, I can't just marry any and everybody. I love my girl with all my heart, but marriage is something that I take real, like, live with. You know, I'm sorry, marriage is something different to me when it comes to marriage. You know what I mean? Like, that boyfriend, girlfriend things, that don't mean anything. When it comes to marriage, that's a life thing. That's all I can say. That's very serious.
All right, sis, we want to hear your thoughts on that. Friends with benefits, boyfriends and girlfriends in marriage.
Boyfriends and girlfriends pretty much commit to one another in a sense. Some have sex before marriage, some don't. No, really, there's relationships where people don't have sex before they get married and they still consider themselves boyfriend, girlfriend. Friends with benefits is self-explanatory. No commitment, get something to give something, or give something to get something in return.
Okay, well, friends with benefits is just sex, to me, in my opinion. It's just people who like each other well enough to sleep with each other. Boyfriend and girlfriend, I think, is just a committed agreement between two people that could last as, long as they wanted to, or develop into marriage. And marriage, of course, is like the end all. And it's what we should all aspire to, finding someone to commit your life to and grow your family with. I think that's most important.
Okay. Help me break down the difference between the three. You got boyfriend and girlfriend, friends with benefits, and marriage.
All right, so I'm gonna start with the easy one. Friends with benefits is basically somebody who you give all of the relationship benefits of relationship to without actually having the title or actually being in a committed relationship to that person. Boyfriend and girlfriend is, to me, is somebody who's looking forward to be going on that path of marriage. Like I said, it's a test trial to a marriage. That's how I see boyfriend and girlfriend. Marriage is actually uniting you two together as one, ring and all, the whole wedding, the whole thing. So yeah, those are the difference between my three. Marriage is the more serious one, should be taken more seriously than the other two, to my knowledge. That's that lifetime commitment, so yeah.
What is the difference between boyfriend and girlfriend, friends with benefits, and marriage, a husband and wife? What are the differences between that? Can you tell me?
Friends with benefits is just to have a sex partner. That's all that is. Boyfriend, girlfriend is just saying, okay, I have someone that I can go out with or I'll sleep with, what have you, but I'm really not committed. That's your boyfriend, girlfriend. Marriage is when you really have that commitment and you're not going to wait years and years before you make that commitment. If you're really into somebody and you really love somebody, then you don't wait a long time. You immediately just say, okay, this is the person I want, and I'm ready to make my commitment to this woman. And that's when you're going to, okay, I'm ready. And just ask, will you marry me?
So, Ms. Patterson, the difference between friends with benefits, boyfriend, girlfriend, and marriage. What's your take on it?
Okay, my take on it, friends with benefits, they're going to basically look after you, I would say, And as far as, what's the name?
Boyfriend, girlfriend.
Boyfriend, girlfriend, well, I don't know, in this day and time, they actually calling the boyfriend husband, and the boyfriend calling the girlfriend wife, so they just have a different outlook in today's society with our young youth, going to church and being, I think, educated more, about love and respect and relationships help our newer generation know what to expect.
Do you think parents today encourage their children to have sex before marriage or after?
I don't think they encourage them at all. I think most of them, by the time they find out that their kids having sex, it'd be too late. They need to talk to their kids and find out what they're doing, what's going on in their life, basically.
That's true, because as no young kids, it's like, hey, you got a girlfriend, you got a boyfriend. We actually, the older generation is actually saying, if you're not having sex, you gay, or things like that. You got your insight on that?
I mean, as far as that, they're gonna have sex, regardless. You can't be there 24/7 to watch them. But their sexual preferences totally. It's up to them. I'm not gonna force nothing on nobody. But having sex at an early age, I think it's still wrong.
Do you think that parents today are encouraging their kids to have sex before marriage?
I don't think it's a direct encouragement. I think it's because of the fact that I feel like parents are out of their kids' lives for the most part. So the fact that their guidance isn't there to help direct them into the rights and the wrongs and help actually teach them the rights and wrongs between sex and stuff like that, that encourages them to wander. Empty mind is a mind that wanders, and a one mind that wanders is something that can get into all type of mischiefs and stuff. So if they become curious, that's when they start to indulge in those different type of things. So I don't think it's as much as them encouraging them. I think it's more so the fact that they're not teaching them and guiding them, and so that kind of leads into it.
Do you think parents today encourage the behavior of sex before marriage? Do you think that parents encourage that behavior?
It all depends on the parent is. It all depends on who the parent is. I can't speak for everybody else, but with my kids, I'm not gonna rush them to go out there and catch no disease. You hear me? Like real life, no disease. So, seriously, it all depends on the parent. Because when it comes to my kids, I'm a man. When I grew up, it was peer pressure. Yeah, we all gonna have sex. That was the thing. You hear me? But with these days, with my kids, I don't play like that. So when it comes to that sex thing, I don't care if they're a virgin till he's 30. As long as he's safe, that's all I feel. You hear me? I'm good with. I would never peer pressure or push my kids to ever have no sex or nothing like that, because once again, that's feelings. So that's just me.
And it's funny that you bring up the peer pressure, because that kind of plays a role in the encouragement. You might not literally say, hey, go have sex, but the way society is set up, it kind of encourages that behavior. What's your thoughts on that, sis?
I agree. For an example, I've seen some parents ask their child, whether it be a boy or a girl, do they have a boyfriend or girlfriend, certain things like that. In a sense, that's something, I guess, to ask a child or a teenager rather, but I don't think it's really important, to have their mindset on relationship goals or boyfriend or girlfriend. So,
you as a father, being married, how would you steer your child as far as sex before marriage? Would you encourage it, discourage it, or how would that go?
Well, I definitely do not encourage it. My daughter's right here. Her name is Nadia. She's 12 years old. Actually in high school now. I don't condone in that at all, especially not with my kids. And I ain't a hypocrite, so I don't want to condone in it.
Okay, so I can see the concern on your face. That was a serious question to you because we're talking about your young one. So what can happen? What are some of the negative things that come out of those sex before relationships that you see affecting our community right now?
That's a good question. Death. People can get killed over that. Period. That's the main thing right there. The babies not knowing who their father is, their parents.
Single parent
parents. That's not a good thing at all. Everyone needs their mom and dad. In their life.
Do you think that parents today are encouraging kids to have sex before marriage?
Oh yes, definite. For the maturity of these parents these days, I think they definitely encourage it. They don't try to cloud their children from what's in the media as far as sexuality, as far as what they see. These toddlers twerking and everything, so everything is about sex. So.
Oh yeah, facts. They think it's cute for their 2-year-olds to twerk. I wish my daughter would. She's 6. So definitely, parents' problem is they want to be their kid's friend in the wrong way. You shouldn't be twerking with your daughter. You shouldn't be going to the club with your daughter and watching Love and Hip Hop together. I watch Love and Hip Hop with my daughter a little bit,
maybe.
But it depends, certain things. But definitely, the music too. You letting your daughter listen to City Girls, don't be ready to whip their ass when you catch them in their room twerking to it. Talking about it's a hot girl summer.
I like that answer. I definitely like that answer.
Do you think parents today are encouraging sex before marriage?
No, I don't think they encourage it. They just don't set a good example, because a lot of parents become grandparents at a young age, and they're the ones that have to raise the kids. So they don't try to encourage it. They just don't set an example for them. to not have sex before marriage or educate them.
Do you think that we as a community, a black community, that we encourage our youngsters to have sex at an early age?
I'm not going to say it's community. That's your child. So usually the child is going to do what the mother do. The mother have them out, and I call them stamp the tramp. I'm sorry, that's just me.
Right.
You know, I'm going to keep it real. And it's the mother that let them go out and do all this stuff, put on, you know, half naked and think that's becoming. That's not attractive. Like I said, my grandmother used to walk me to school by hand till I was 14. When I went back to New York, and everybody was like, "Is mom still carrying you to school?" You know, they thought it was funny, but it wasn't. It kept me whole. So when I had a baby, I had to have a husband. I might have had 4 husbands, but I was married to all of them. When they went out and started cheating, it was time to go. I don't like cheaters, because I'm here to please and not to tease.
Okay.
Y'all want the truth? That's the truth.
Okay, Miss Muhammad bringing that fire. You better listen up.
If a man has sex with another woman, does he have to feel committed to that other woman?
Outside of we're in a relationship and he has sex with another woman, or just in general before he even met me?
Just in general, if a man has sex with another woman and it's consented, does that man have to feel committed to that woman?
I think you should if you're having sex with someone, especially if it's just that first time or continually, yes. You guys should have some sort of commitment going on, not just somebody you met and you happen to just do that. No. But I don't believe in one night stands or anything like that either. So if I'm going to have sex with you, I've known you for some time before you even got into my home, let alone into my bed.
Should a man, when he lays down with a woman and have sex with her, should he commit to her for the rest of his life, or should there be a commitment for them to be together for the rest of their lives once they lay down and have sex?
No. The short answer for me is no. I believe that men, before he lays down with a woman, he should definitely think about, you know, what can come from that. You know, that a child can come from that, and that in and of itself can be a commitment for life. But does it mean that he should? No, because not everybody that you're sexually attracted to do you belong with, or did you act on those impulses should you be with? So my answer to that is no. But I do think that men and women should take better judgment, use better judgment before they sleep with anyone. Okay. You know, just because.
Okay.
What type of connection should you have with an individual before you decide to have sex?
In my personal opinion, you should have a friendship, you know, knowing each other, getting to know each other before you actually take those vows. And just mainly a relationship, a personal friendship relationship. Communication is the key to a good marriage.
What type of connection should you have before getting intimate with another woman?
Well, of course, the emotional connection should be there. You know, you shouldn't be laying with somebody who you don't trust, who you wouldn't bring home to your parents and stuff. But, you know, stuff happens. You should also have, like I said, trust is the main key. Communication, you shouldn't be difficult to contact the person. Just different things like that. It should be a faithful relationship. Like I said, I am a church-going individual, so it should be some type of relationship to Christ compelled into your relationship with that person. And yeah, I feel like those would be like the main 3 things that you need before you really consider laying down with somebody.
I think maturity and saying that they are ready to want to make a commitment and want to be with just that one person and not just to do it because their friends are doing it, anything like that. So maturity helps in that connection, both having maturity with it.
What type of connection you think you should have before you engage and get that sexual act?
Friendship before anything. Definitely, that should be definitely built. Not talking about 1-2 days a week. You should definitely build trust within a friendship before any type of sexual engagement. Because that's how people have baby mothers end up on Jerry Springer or something like that. They don't even like. Yeah, very short. You know, all these one night stands. Just protect yourself and make sure you don't make any mistakes, because it will cost you 18 to 20 more plus years of your life.
Yeah, I would basically say the same. Friendship, we've been friends for years, so long time, way before we got married or had kids together. So definitely friendship. Like I said, it depends the person. the couple. Like, if you want to be in a long-term relationship, definitely you need to get to know each other. But if you know it's going to be a hit and quit it type of situation, then make it clear and don't waste nobody's time.
What type of connection, I'm gonna ask you, Ms. Patterson, what type of connection should you establish before having sex?
You should establish getting to know the person at least for a year or longer.
What about you, Ms. Muhammad? What type of connection should you establish before moving to that sexual level of the relationship?
Well, I was raised in church, and my grandma carried me to school, walked me back, so I couldn't do nothing. So, but really, in all reality, it should be about a year or more. You know, you have to get to know a person, and it's about, as I'm gonna say again, you're supposed to marry. There's no problem with kissing and hugging and rubbing, but that's all they're gonna get. Well, when I was coming up anyway. Okay. My grandmother would kill me.
Okay. That old school. Okay, I got you.
I need to know you in every way. I need to know that we can have an intelligent conversation. Do we have the same interests? Are we even just going to get along? Even in general, if we can't even watch a movie together, we definitely don't need to have sex. You know, that's something simple. If we can't have an intelligent conversation about the life and life in your world, then what's the point of us even going any further?
Has sex before marriage in our parents' generation, has that affected the generations today, in your opinion, Sis Cedrice?
I will say not enough. I think that in my mom's day, sex was not as easy, and I don't want to say a woman particularly was easy or a man. It just wasn't. Like, it was in the old times or in my mama's time, she always spoke of how men would court her. I don't see a lot of that in nowadays. So I wish that the older times were more influential to the times that we're in now.
What about you, Brother Mario?
Question again?
Okay, so do you think that our parents' generations, our great-grandparents, grandparents' generations, when they would have sex before marriage, do you think that that's affected us, this generation, in today's society? Because if you think about it, we have a lot more single-parent house homes in the black community. So do you think their examples have affected us, or their decisions as far as sex before marriage, have they affected us today?
Absolutely, yeah. If you grew up in a household and your mom and dad wasn't married, and they were going about doing that, you see those things, and you're gonna grow up thinking that's okay. You don't think that's all right, And if that's the path you choose, that's the path you choose. But there's gonna be certain outcomes that come with that. Okay. But definitely, growing up in a house where you're seeing your parents married, they both with each other, and having that mother and father figure, I think that changes your direction in life where you're gonna end up.
Do you think that sex before marriage has an effect on this generation at all, or the past generations at all?
I feel like it does have a big cause in this generation right here, just because of the fact that I wasn't born back then the time, so I can't speak for the experience of past times. But I know now this generation is more so determined. It's more so sought upon the sexual experience and stuff, things of that nature, more before actually being in a committed relationship. So I feel like it's more prevalent now in these times than it is back then. That's off my experience, based on what I can speak of.
Yeah, I would say that. Because right now, you can see it right now, and I mean, everybody's having sex. It's just like I'm gonna say again, it's like getting off a bus. I'm gonna lay with you, and then I see you, I'm gonna lay with you. Oh, he's handsome, but where he at over there with that red with that pretty hair? Oh, I'm gonna have a baby. That's crazy. But that's the level of their mind now.
Do you feel that within today's generation and past generations, sex before marriage, has that affected us today?
Yes.
How would you say that?
As far as the rate, as far as people who staying married, it's very low. Sex before marriage, there's a lot of mistakes, a lot of paternity tests, a lot of abortions, all for mistakes made because of sex before marriage. So yes.
And how about you?
It's a 50-50 for me, I would say, to be honest. Sex before marriage, I don't know, because it depends. If you're going off of religion, of course you're supposed to wait. But if you're not a person going off of religion, then I feel like And you want to know what you getting before you get stuck with it all your life. You could be in love with him all you want, and then y'all go have sex, and it's horrible. You stuck with that and miserable.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
So God just said that marriage is honorable in all, right? Go ahead.
And the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
So anything outside of marriage, God calls what? Whoremongers and adulterers. So a boyfriend and girlfriend, friends with benefits, like you said, friends with benefits is just strictly sex. God said that's an adulterer and a whoremonger. He gonna judge that. He only gives honor to the people who is what? Married, committed to a marriage.
Marriage is honorable in all, and in the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
So the Bible says that marriage is honorable, right? So amongst our communities, and we all grew up a certain way doing whatever we was doing, but a lot of us don't understand that the Bible says marriage is honorable. Boyfriend and girlfriend, friends with benefits, these things are not in the Bible. You get what I'm saying? So if you believe in God or believe in the Bible, at some point in time you got to acknowledge that, hold up, maybe there's something I'm doing wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Sirach, chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
So any relationship, like you said, sis, you've been married a few times. I'm pretty sure you and those brothers started out as friends first, and that's something that's lacking in our community. Like you see the body, the sister sees the arm, she sees the car, the money, the brother sees the breast, and all of a sudden they're attracted to what they see physically, and they don't take the time to get to know what's inside. Read on.
If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
You have to prove if this man is going to take care of you if he gets you pregnant. You have to prove if this brother has a stable job to take care of you and said child. A brother has to understand if a sister is able to raise a child, take care of a home.
If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
So the Bible says if you was to get a friend, prove him. Like, for example, I'm sure you got partners that you roll with. How do you know if them partners is real or not?
Basically, that's trust. I mean, that's trust. You don't know who real. You know, it's 50-50.
Put them to the test.
And that's kind of what I was getting at. You don't really know who real until you guys are put in a situation and you see how they respond. That's why the scriptures say when you get a friend, prove him. Meaning you don't really know who's your friend until things happen.
Why should I play a game why should I play a game on a friend to see if they really a friend? That make me feel like I wasn't real at first.
Well, no, I don't mean play a game. I mean as far as when circumstances arise that you may be...
Not even playing a game, but like putting them through something to make them prove that they're my friend. Why should I do that? I shouldn't have to push myself to even do anything like that. To show you.
So, and I agree exactly what you're saying, because we don't want to play those type of games. But in the context of marriage, for example, the sister that you may be proving for her to be your wife, say something come up like maybe you might need help with rent, or you may had a long day, you just might need some encouragement. That's her job to be able to provide that for you. And during those trials, that's you proving her. That's you saying, yo, can she be my wife? You get what I'm saying?
This is the book of Tobit, chapter 8, verse 7. And now, O Lord, I take not this my sister for lust.
So we saying that he does not take this woman for lust. Go ahead.
But uprightly. Therefore mercifully ordain that we may become aged together.
So he's telling you, I'm not taking her just solely for a physical attraction or physical intimacy. I'm taking this woman because I know her, I love her. Like you said, you need to get to know somebody. But sex should be the last thing, right? So that's what the scriptures are saying.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
So the Bible is saying that if a man lays with another woman, he has to surely marry her. That's something that today in society we're not doing. Let's also get Hebrews 13 and 4. Because remember, I asked, what's the difference between the three? You got friends with benefits, boyfriend and girlfriend, and marriage. Let's see what the Bible has to say about that.
This is Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
So it says that marriage is more honorable than any relationship. Keep going.
And the bed undefiled.
anything that you want to do with your partner is undefiled as long as it's according to the Bible, which means no threesomes or no sex during a woman's menstrual, things of that nature. Keep going.
But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
So a whoremonger is a guy that lays from woman to woman, or even a female, if she goes from man to man, that'd be considered a whoremonger. So it says, say that again.
But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
So if you're laying with another person and you're not married, which is honorable, God will judge you. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her.
So it says if a man entice a maid and lie with her, meaning have sex with her, read.
He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
It says he shall think about marrying that sister. What does it say?
He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
That's what the Bible says. The Bible encourages marriage. So the reason why we're out here asking these questions is because our homes, we got fatherless homes, broken families, things of that nature, STDs, abortion, all these things plague our community, right? So this is just one simple solution that we can teach our young men and our young women. Hey, prove somebody, get to know that person, and have plans on marrying that person. You understand that?
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.